Turning now to Decision 2024, independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is heading to the Valley. The nephew of President John F. Kennedy set to make a campaign speech addressing, quote, his path forward. And that's happening on Friday right here in Phoenix, the same day that former President Donald Trump will be in town for a big rally in the West Valley. So some are speculating he may exit the race and endorse Donald Trump. So we'll have coverage of what happens tomorrow on 12 News. Vice President Kamala Harris's running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, will accept the Democratic nomination for vice president tonight at the Democratic National Convention. So he's gone from a relatively unknown to number 2 on the ticket in just weeks. And part of the rise is thanks to some viral moments. And now Democrats, they want to keep those moments to continue. So NBC's Bree Jackson joining us live from Chicago with a preview, and a lot of people watching this, and maybe in a different way. Bree, what's happening tonight?
That's right. Good evening, Troy. So tonight really is all about people getting to know Tim Walz. He's the governor of Minnesota. He was a former school teacher, became a politician, and tonight he will officially accept the Democratic nomination for vice president. Now, in an effort to try to really boost his name out there and try to gain popularity, we do know that the Democratic Party invited more than 200 content creators to try to really engage younger people to get to know this Harris-Walz campaign. Tonight, Tim Walz is taking center stage at the Democratic National Convention to officially accept the vice presidential nomination. The relatively unknown Minnesota governor gaining popularity with viral videos like this.
These guys are just weird. That's who they are.
I spoke with social media influencers about their roles in this year's election.
We are a huge part of how messaging is getting out to younger audiences.
Content creators have a unique vantage point to certain demographics in their communities that give them a certain level of respect.
It brings up light to our community, and it helps us to see a different perspective for each person here.
From TikTok to Instagram, online platforms are becoming a key tool for political campaigns.
It's really important to meet people where they are, and a lot of young people, not just political news, but a lot of people use YouTube and TikTok.
But they also come with challenges. The spread of false claims of election fraud and other disinformation remains a concern. Some companies and users are taking precautions, which include using only trusted messengers.
Making sure they have the information that they need and being a space where they can ask questions and get them answered.
Social media, an effective tool for education and voter engagement. Tonight, former President Bill Clinton will continue that effort when he takes the national stage to introduce Tim Walz. And figures do show that voter registration spiked significantly when Vice President Kamala Harris launched her presidential bid. And tonight, speakers hope to keep that momentum going as they help to introduce Tim Walz. We do expect to hear from former President Bill Clinton, Nancy Pelosi. We are expecting celebrities and musicians. We saw John Legend and Stevie Wonder, as well as Sheila E. practicing on the stage earlier today. So a mix of excitement as people try to, excitement and entertainment as people try to introduce Tim Walz to the world.
Sense, if you want to reach young people, you go to these content creators. I remember Kamala is brat, and I had no idea what that meant, but a lot of people did, and so here we go. We're keeping it going.
Hey, I feel hip now. I still don't know what brat is, but you know, it's like a concert here.
All right, Bree, thank you very much. The coverage of the DNC means there are going to be some programming changes here on 12 News and NBC. So NBC News special coverage tonight kicks off at 6, and that's followed by America's Got Talent. And then you'll see a special edition of 12 News, we think starting right around 9 o'clock, but when the DNC is over. So again, former President Donald Trump expected to hold an event along the border in Cochise County tomorrow, and then on Friday hold a rally at Desert Diamond Arena in Glendale. And 12 News will have complete coverage of both events on air and online.